My name is Kurt Kleinhans. I'm a missionary here in El Salvador. God put it on my heart, even before I was a Christian, that one day I would be a missionary, that I would go to the nations somewhere. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to join the Peace Corps or something like that, but that didn't work out. And once I became a Christian, I had opportunities after a few years to get involved in missions in New York City, and a few times in Mexico, and then eventually the door opened up for us through our church to come down to El Salvador. Once my wife and I had started coming to El Salvador, it was a place that we fell in love with. We started coming here in 2009. God continued to put it on our hearts that this was a special place for us. And when we came with an idea, with a bit of a vision, but it wasn't completely clear. The one thing that both Barb and I have always had a love for is children and young kids and even young adults. And we knew that when we came here that we were going to be working with children, that, you know, we had ministries that we were involved with, like YWAM, which our daughter is on staff at, that we continue to work with from time to time and in different ways. But one night I was coming back with a team driving past here in a small bus, and I saw a number of kids skateboarding. And when I saw the kids skateboarding, God immediately said to my heart, He said, I want you to reach these kids. I want you to reach these young adults. They're mine, and so many of them are lost. And I want you, I'm charging you with going to them. Well, at that point in time, I had no clue, no idea how that was going to come to pass. I hadn't been on a skateboard since I was a teenager, and let me tell you, that's quite a few years ago. So I didn't know how it was going to come about. My friend Lily happened to run into acquaintance of hers from a few years ago, Rena. I say happened to happen. I mean, there's no accidents with God, and God put Rena and I together, and Rena had her ministry switch, and I had this idea of going into the parks and areas and just meeting with the kids and sharing the gospel. Her vision was setting up a more structured environment in different communities with the Bible study and teaching them English and teaching them how to ride skateboards. And it was a perfect match. It was a perfect fit. God united us in a common vision. So we took both of those visions, and it's become one vision. A vision where we go into 3 different communities now and do the Bible lessons, and we're getting to know some of these kids. We're getting to build relationships with some of them. So we're going to continue going to different parks and different areas. We're going to continue doing the Bible lessons in the areas that God opens doors. And we're going to continue, you know, seeking out these lost children in the street. They are an often forgotten part of the community. You know, in Matthew 25, Jesus talks about reaching out to the least of these, to the orphans, to the widows, to the sick, the people who are in the most difficult situations. We're to go to those people. That's who many of these children and families are. And we want to answer that call. So we're asking for people to partner with us. We're looking for people who have the same vision, the same heart that we do, to reach these people. We're looking for people to volunteer and stand with us in the streets. We're looking for people to stand with us prayerfully. We're looking for people to stand with us financially, because, like it or not, these things that we do cost money. And we trust and believe with all our hearts that God is going to provide for every need we have, whether it's financial, whether it's spiritual, of course, whether it's having the logistics and the people. We know that our God didn't give us this vision to fail. We know that our God is with us, and that He's called us to this, so that we know that our God will provide, because God is faithful. So ask God, who do you want me to touch? How do you want to use me? to reach out to those that he loves, to reach out to the least of these, and to help us as we stand together to change one child, one family, one community, one nation at a time. And if we do that, then we, like the apostles, can change the world. So thank you, and God bless.